We just witnessed the Virginia Cavaliers pull down, beat down, spank down the Florida State Seminoles. They're in double overtime. And folks, I don't think you're well aware yet of the shockwaves that this is going to put on college football. And let me tell you why. We are set up for an ACC that might have 4 one-loss teams at the end of the season. We could have Georgia Tech and Virginia playing in the ACC championship game while Florida State and Miami are sitting on the sideline with 1 loss each. That's exactly right. This thing could blow up the playoff possibilities for Big Ten and SEC teams, because we could end up thinking we were going to get 1, maybe 2 ACC teams in. But how are you going to leave out 3, 2, 1 one-loss team at the end of this thing? And it's very possible. Virginia, the rest of their schedule, remember, their loss to NC State was an out-of-conference loss. This was not an in-conference game. They've got Louisville on the road next week, which is going to be a tremendously hard game, but they got the luxury of giving up a game here. They got a game up on Florida State in the ACC. If Florida State beats Miami, which is very possible, they're playing that game in Tallahassee, Virginia can actually lose one of these ACC games, still hold their control, their destiny. Georgia Tech doesn't play Miami or Florida State. They've already beat Clemson, so they pretty much control their own destiny. That Georgia game won't matter because that's out of conference. But we got Virginia going to Louisville. Going to be a tough game. And Louisville's not out of this either. They got to play some teams that could break them up. Then they got Washington State, they got North Carolina, they got Cal, they got Wake Forest, they got Duke, and they got Virginia Tech. They got a real possibility here, the Virginia Cavaliers getting to the ACC championship game, and we could have a real chaos here when we got 2-loss SEC and Big Ten teams, but we got 1-loss multiple ACC teams. I'm not telling you it's going to happen, but it sure looks like it on paper. Let me tell you that. And we still haven't talked about Cal. Yes, they got beat down last week 34-0 at San Diego State, but they got a pretty easy schedule here in the ACC. And could they get through it with maybe only 1 loss? And then how does that work out? So we got a lot of action in the ACC, which everyone thinks is a third-tier conference there against the Big Ten and the SEC. But this thing's coming down where it could screw a Big Ten or SEC team. And let me tell you, it's not far-fetched. Well, we got to get back to that Arizona State making a comeback to TCU. We'll see you soon. Can't wait for tomorrow. It's going to be absolutely crazy. See you then. See you then. See you then. Go Buckeyes. Beat Washington.